Hey guys, it's Nija. So I wanted to keep up this conversation about money and currency and energy. So this video is called The Real Currency is You. You are the real currency. We are the real currency. Okay, this idea of money is fake. But the idea that we are the currency, that's what this is really about, okay? And that's the secret that they're really trying to cover or distort in the Matrix. Devaluing human or taking the value or power away from us and making us believe that it's in this money or dollar. Okay, so I wrote some notes, so I'm just gonna read to you guys what kind of came to me. So the different types of currency: pesos, yen, Canadian dollar, US dollar, rupee, all the different types of money is literally just a representation of the energy of the people, okay? It's just the energy of the people, because we know that money is only the physical manifestation of our energy. And if you haven't seen my last video, go watch Money Traps, where I basically talk to you guys about how money is the physical manifestation of our energy. So the fact that we have different types of currency, you might be wondering, why don't we all share the same dollar? Why don't we all share the same, money, right? It's because money is just representative of the energy of that people. So you understand how some money is more valuable than other money, like US dollar might be more valuable than the Philippine dollar, and then like the China Hong Kong dollar might be more powerful than, you know what I mean? So how we can compare, say $1 is more valuable or has more power than the other, because it's representative of the energy of those people. Okay, so what we're really saying is the energy of this group of people is more powerful than the energy of this group of people. It's worth more to us than the energy of this group of people. I know it sounds crazy, but it is what it is. Okay, so, and then I wrote this kind of note. I don't know where I'm going with this one, but I said maybe that's why we or they perceive Black people as poor, because we don't have our own currency, or we, our energy, they are siphoning and feeding off of our energy, but we haven't given ourselves a dollar or a physical manifestation of value in this game, in the Matrix. I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there. Correct me if I'm wrong. We might have some money. I don't know. But again, I was just channeling, and that's what I said. So the next thing I said are, you are the currency. Cultivating your gifts and your talents is going to make you rich and is going to make you wealthy. We can see this in the real world when we say, okay, go to college to, like if you want to be a graphic designer, you can go to college and they'll teach you more about being a graphic designer. Or let's say you want to be a makeup artist, you would go to school to learn to cultivate that skill and that talent to make yourself more valuable. The fact that you know that skill or that talent makes you valuable, okay? If we didn't possess gifts or talents, we would not be useless, but we just aren't living up to our full potential because we have things that we can do that we are not expressing that we can do, okay? The value is in our gifts and talents, okay? So the better you are at perfecting your gifts and talents, the more wealthier you're going to become. Again, hence why we go to school to cultivate these gifts and talents, okay? Your body is prime real estate in the Matrix, okay? The Matrix fights for your body. In which ways? It fights for your attention. It fights for what you eat. They fight for what you listen to, what you pay attention to in the media, because you are the currency. We are the currency. We are the value, okay? If they can control these things about us, what we eat, what we listen to, what we view, they can control us, okay? So we're saying that, the powers that be own the dollar, the powers that be own the currency or owns the money. That's basically like us saying that they own us because we are the currency. We give value to this paper, okay? We give value to these things. So yeah, they're fighting for our attention. They're fighting for what we listen to, okay, what we think about. Religion, right? They fight for what we believe because it really matters. It's strong, okay? They can put strongholds on people based on what you believe and what you think, okay, and what you pay attention to. All right, you are the currency. All right. So time is your greatest resource here. So if we are the currency, then time for us is our greatest resource. And you can extend your time here with great or excellent health, okay? Again, that's why there's a war against what we eat. So they don't want us to stay here as long as we possibly can, or even if they do want us to stay here, they want us to stay here by using and siphoning our energy. Therefore, they would create fake food or bad food for us to eat so that we're not high or vibrating at our highest potential, so that they can again control us. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. The next thing I said is, if you want to become wealthy, take care of your body and your mind. You can literally discover the answer to any problem in your life through wisdom. So whenever we're going through problems and hardships in our life, it's not because, you know, we just need to experience it. It's because we are going to learn something based off of that experience, okay? It's going to give us wisdom. It's going to give us knowledge. We wouldn't be experiencing things in life that we didn't already know the answer to, okay? So if you just remember, any problem that you have in life, it's a problem for you because you don't know the answer to it. If you had attained enough wisdom or enough knowledge, that would not be a problem to you. So what we need to be striving to do in this life then is, you know, growing our wisdom, expanding our mind, expanding our consciousness, and learning as much as we can, because we're not going to have as many obstacles the more we learn. For example, if you're trying to buy a house, you know, you might face a few different obstacles. For one, you might need to check your credit score. And if you didn't know if you didn't have wisdom or knowledge that you had a credit score, you would hit a bump in the road. You'd be like, dang, I don't have any credit established. I need to go establish some credit. The next bump in the road is, you know, you need to have X amount of dollars as a down payment. If you didn't know that and you just showed up and said, hey, I want that house, they'd be like, great, how much money do you have to put down today? And you didn't know that, so that's going to be an obstacle for you. And that, you know, just like things that we go through in life are an obstacle or a problem for us because we haven't gained the wisdom to overcome that situation. Sometimes situations pop up in our lives because we need to gain the wisdom to get out of it or to learn more, so that that no longer becomes a problem or an issue for us, okay? So the wiser you become, the less I'm not going to say the less problems you will have, but the smarter you'll be, the more wise you'll be to be able to combat those situations, okay? If we were wise enough, we would have all the answers. We become wise through cultivating the mind, hence why they say knowledge is power. The reason why they didn't want us to receive knowledge is because that is where our power lies, okay? No one can make you a slave if you have knowledge that you're not supposed to be a slave. No one can make you do something if you have knowledge that that's not the way it's supposed to be done. That's why the name of the game is knowledge. That's why the big secret in the Matrix is trying to hide and conceal and distort as much knowledge as possible, because the smarter people become, the more they can do, the more options they have, okay? It's like how they say you should go to college so that you can have better opportunity. It's not that you're going to have better opportunity because you go to college, but you're going to be connecting with more people. You're going to be, you know, opening your mind to new things and new ways of thinking, okay? The knowledge that you're getting from doing that thing is going to expand your consciousness to the capacity that you're going to have a greater outcome. The timelines open up to you. You have more options, more potentialities. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So yes, if you want to, if you want to have all the money in the world, you can have all the money you desire, or even all the money in the world, if you are wise enough to devise and execute a plan to do so. And that's literally all it is, okay? If you have a lack of money in your life, it's because you're not wise enough to devise a plan that is going to get you what you want, okay? And that's literally all it is. So we just have to become wise enough and expand our consciousness and expand our mind wide enough so that we can perceive a reality where we get the things that we want. Okay, so I know this video started off about currency, but that really is what this video is about, realizing and understanding that you are the currency, you are the wealth. It's not the paper money, it's not the paper dollar, okay? Again, that's why we have different forms of currency in the world. It's just literally the physical manifestation of the different energies of the world. How there's US energy and Arabic energy and Korean energy, you know, the different types of currency is literally just the different types of energy of the people. So when they say they have $10,000 in US, that just means that they have $10,000 worth of energy in US. Or when they say, you know what I mean? So I hope that makes sense. I'm just, you know, popping up with information about currency and money, and I hope that it's making some light bulbs go off in your head, or at least making you reconsider and rethink about what we consider to be money and what we consider to be energy and what we consider to be currency. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. If you did, please thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.